Part 2. Verdant Wind. Ethereal Moon. Reunion at Dawn. It is Imperial Year 1185. Nearly 5 years have passed since the fall of the monastery at Garreg Mach, and war continues to plague the lands of Fodlan. Ferdiad has been captured. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in shambles. The Leicester Alliance is on the verge of collapse, fractured by two opposing factions. Those who support the Adrestian Empire and its ruler, and those who seek her demise. Meanwhile, under Emperor Edelgard's rule of law, the Adrestian Empire continues to expand its reach. The path to a new Fodlan, unified by Imperial strength, may yet be in sight.
All right.
You. How long do you intend to sleep? Your body is awake.
Forever now.
Your eyes must open now, and you must find the strength to stand upon those legs of yours. Like so much rain, a pool of blood has fallen to the ground. As spears and arrows pierce the earth, it weeps. And even now, it weeps. In order to survive, they kill. And so the people of this world are lost in an abyss of suffering. They weep as well. The only one who truly knows the nature of such things is I. Or rather, you. Excuse me? Are you saying you have forgotten who I am? How dare you? Get on your feet. Right now. I'll coddle you no more. You are just like a child, always needing me to hold your hand.
I love that.
Hey, are you awake? We're in a village at the base of the monastery. What are you doing in a place like this? I honestly didn't expect to find someone floating away down the river. Garreg Mach is upstream of here, but that place was abandoned. Huh? You don't know? The Church of Saros isn't there anymore. Though, there have been some folks still living there in the 5 years since... well, you know. Anyway, I've heard some thieves have been spotted around those parts these days. Are you feeling alright? You didn't hit your head or anything, did you? It's the ethereal moon of the year 1185. It's been nearly 5 years since the monastery fell. Tomorrow was supposed to be the Millennium Festival, but who's got time to think about things like that? Yeah, that's what I said. But with the war and the Archbishop still missing it all, I doubt there's a soul to be found who has enough blessings worth counting. Hey, slow down, will ya? Where do you think you're going? Are you crazy? I told you. They say thieves are running amok up there. And there's plenty of other dangers, too. Come on, I promise I won't say you're a coward. Just forget about going anywhere near the monastery. You just remember I tried to stop you. Got it? It's not on my conscience if you wind up dead.
No need to worry about me.
Unbelievable.
Not really. Instead of Dimitri.
You overslept, Teach. Pretty rude to keep a fella waiting like that, wouldn't you say? What's with that surprised look, my friend? You didn't really think I'd given up on you coming back, did you? Can you feel it? A new dawn is finally here. Not just for us, though. No. For all of Fodlan. It's been 5 long years. Where have you been, Teach? You don't really expect me to believe that you've been napping this whole time, do you?
Well, I was sleeping.
It's a good one. Except that's not your lying face. I guess I've got no choice but to believe you. You're not exactly normal to begin with, so it's not a huge stretch to imagine you sleeping for that long. And this is where you say, just kidding, right? If this is a rib, now's the time to fess up.
Well, that's the truth.
You must be insane, and yet... fine. I believe you, okay? But that means you don't know anything that happened after your last battle, right? I guess it's on me to catch you up. As you can see, Garreg Mach was crushed by the Empire and was never restored. The monastery is in ruins, and the town is in pretty bad shape too. Can you guess why?
Has she died?
Her body was never found, and the Empire never declared that she'd been killed, so no telling. All we know for sure is that Rhea suddenly vanished during that battle 5 years ago. The Knights of Seiros have apparently been searching all over Fodlan for her. But the fact that this place is in ruins tells me they still haven't found her.
I would say we should find her.
True. I've got a mountain of questions I'd like to ask her after all. But I'm not so sure whether it would be good for her to return as the Archbishop. Rather, with her gone... never mind. This could be a dangerous conversation. Before we discuss the state of affairs in each territory, are you hungry? You must be. It's not much, but I did bring some food with me. Let's eat up and go from there. Whew, I am stuffed. Even the most humble of meals taste great with the right company. By the way, Teach, do you remember the night before the ball? I know it was 5 years ago, but we promised that the Golden Deer House would reunite during the Millennium Festival. Today's the day we promised to meet up, but no one's here.
It's still pretty early, though.
True. There's still some daylight left. Let's wait just a little longer. You never know, maybe someone will show up after all. Hey, Teach. Just waiting around sounds boring, so why don't we get in some exercise? You know, help with digestion and stuff. You must be in bad shape if you've been sleeping for 5 years. It'll do you good to get your body moving again.
You wanting to work out or something?
Something like that. Look, if you come with me, you'll understand. Oh, and don't forget your weapons, okay? I want to make sure neither your leadership nor your skill with a blade have dulled.
Oh, come on. What do you take me for?
In the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Imperial loyalist Cornelia has subdued all regions of the former royal house of Blade.
I believe this is pretty much all the same, with a few
Prince
things
Dimitri
that are
has been
different.
sentenced. Now, the backbone of the former kingdom, houses Gautier and Fraldarius, struggle to continue the resistance. Cornelia, operating out of the royal palace, has accepted the support of the Empire to build an army and plots to wipe out all remaining kingdom forces.
We know about
In the
Cordelia
Leicester
from
Alliance,
the
House
Blue
Rhea
Lion.
leads an anti-imperial faction, while House Gloucester directs the Empire supporters. Despite the undeniable threat of fracture, the Alliance's adept new leader, Claude, deftly maintains the outward appearance of a unified front. In Enbar, the imperial capital of the Adrestian Empire, Emperor Edelgard fights to strengthen her regime. She has extended her reach to the kingdom by inciting a coup and continues to draw its former lords under her influence in pursuit of controlling all of Western Fodlan. In the meantime, the Knights of Seiros have been dispatched to find Archbishop Rhea, who remains missing despite their searching. Left unattended, The monastery at Garreg Mach has fallen to ruin and become a haven for thieves.
Alright. So, with all of that being said and done, this is going to be probably a shorter chapter because it goes straight into the fight.
The thieves are here. Apparently they're trying to run off with treasures from the monastery.
What the? Intruders! Protect the goods!
And there's
This is
Parler, or whatever his name is.
Collect everything the thieves carried out.
Pilardo. I forget how Anna actually pronounced his name. Alright, we're back at this. He has the Wyvern Co. But, excuse me, good grief. Claude has a unique battalion known as the Immortal Corps. Now these are ranged flyers, so it's perfect for him, especially being the Wyvern Master. And they do a ton of damage. Ashes to Dust is something that, as you can see, 2 to 3 range, 12 mount. It's pretty devastating to get hit by it.
What's my strategy?
I don't have the ability to go after him like I want to. Alright.
At the ready.
You can... Yeah, you can take this guy out.
You got yourself killed.
I forget if he ever mastered his... I think he mastered the job I did have him as. And we'll have Byleth stand right here beside him. There's no magic casters, so we don't have to worry about... Oh, there's another bow user. I totally missed that.
It's time.
Well, let's go ahead and take them out. Or at least stop the bow users. Because that's going to be a problem. This mission is pretty much the same. The difference is, instead of the Blue Lion, we've got the Golden Deer house that shows up. So all of our companions from Golden Deer are going to be showing up throughout this.
I must leave them
That's
well.
why I was wanting to level them up for this mission in
Getting the hang of
particular,
this.
because this is the only one that they're actually required to be in. Well, that's unfortunate.
Another victory.
Excuse me, sorry about that. I had to clear my throat.
My moment has arrived.
Well, that's unfortunate for you.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
And I'll pretty much...
You're too easy.
Oh, gosh. Oh, come on, Claude. Why couldn't you? I mean, you're not dead. You're almost dead, but you're not dead. Oh, gosh. Oh, well, that's a... Yeah, that happened. That's... Alright, let's pull it back to the very first bit of it. That way.
The thieves. This is gonna get.
Okay. I believe. Oh, it would be. It's not gonna be difficult. It's just I
What's my strategy?
messed that little bit up.
At the ready.
Oh, also, he gets the fail knot, which is his personal weapon. Kind of like how Dimitri's is. This is a longbow that's that is more powerful, and gives him 20 crit, which isn't bad. But it has the same hit as a silver bow, and the silver bow isn't. But is a slightly lighter than. Good grief. The silver bow's slightly lighter than the fail knot. Alright, let's get rid of you.
It won't
Just a
be in
straight
vain.
punch in the gut.
There is still more to learn.
Let's take this a little bit more cautiously. Even though Byleth could probably take everyone in the entire map out,
This could turn the tides.
I'm not wanting it to just be him. Eh. Better than having the bow users attacking.
Time predicted. Here is something to believe in. Ah! It won't be in vain.
You know, if he ever gets S rank with the bow, well, not the bow, but the brawling, this is going to be a bit silly. Because he'll get plus 10 crit to it. Because, good grief, he's critting a lot already. The silver bow? Alright, well, we're good with that. Okay, I think this chalice is becoming a bit overpowered. Because look at this. It's just like, alright, who's gonna die next? Because it doesn't matter where you attack me, I'm attacking you back. Alright. I believe after this turn they start showing up. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the case.
Strategy in motion.
Alright. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, because this is something I found out at some point. I don't know. It's been a while since I did this as part of a recording, this part of the game. If there is any weapon that has been like used at some point and has some wear on it, it's actually going to be completely filled back up.
Thanks for that.
Even if it's got like one durability left, it's been maxed out on its durability. Which is good. That way you don't have to worry about like running into a problem while you're in this mission.
This could turn the tides.
Because you don't really have the means to repair it.
I must lead them well.
Alright. Concoction. Now we're good.
My moment has arrived.
You got yourself killed.
Anti-toxic. Alright. There's Lawrence.
The barbarity is even worse than the rumors. On my honor as a noble, I will expel these ruffians.
Today was supposed to be a happy day, but the monastery is in such disrepair.
Over there.
There's Hilda.
Is that the professor? And the others?
Leone.
Professor, you're alive! Guess we better handle this before I celebrate, though, huh?
You finally made it. I suppose virtue still exists in this crazy world after all.
So, he's a level 27 assassin. He's a warlock, level 29, so it's not too bad. And he's got a good amount of magic, which is
Steady now.
really nice.
Let me paint you a picture. Still alive.
Although Ignatz, his authority could use some work. And this is the other thing. They'll show up in like what they changed their outfit into in the years in between, but it'll then go back to default after this
Shall
mission.
we?
Which I guess it makes sense. It's just a bit, and it's different because
You're making me work.
she's a dancer, and I didn't change her outfit to
Don't get
this,
used
but
to this.
there you go.
My orders?
I'm gonna have the you sit right there.
At the ready.
Actually. Oh, also, Claude's Gambit does not go right beside him. You have to be at least 2 or 3 spaces away.
Good time for a secret scheme.
Which is fine, because he's a long-range user anyway, so it doesn't really matter in that regard. But you do want to keep that in mind. Got a silver sword. Well, we don't really need that. I'll have Claude hang out over here so he doesn't get attacked by the bow. And we'll just have Byleth take out this guy.
It won't be in vain.
Another concoction. They have a lot of those.
It was a team effort.
And a chest key. Alright.
Try to keep up.
He's gonna cause a disturbance, or at least try to. But I don't think it'll hit. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Alright, got a level up there.
Now to keep polishing my skills.
I hope you do. I was gonna say, please do not actually have the range to go attack him. That would be unfortunate.
Alright. Let's bring them
I'm gonna do
down.
full side. I'm gonna make it where you can't move. I'm gonna have Lauren's actually. You know what? I have enough charges. I'm gonna back up and redo that.
Our quarrel wasn't personal.
That just looks weird. it does look weird doing that. Alright, I'm gonna just throw some punches. We should be good.
This could turn the tides.
Blessed bow, we don't need that.
At the ready.
I could have you take care of that. But I also want Ignatz to get the experience. Alright, so what we're gonna do is have Claude take care of this, possibly. Really? I would have to use Fallen Star for this to work. Oh, yes. Because... Or Curve Shot. No, I actually have to use Fallen Star, because otherwise he's left with 1 health. Good grief. I'll do that. No, there is really no point otherwise.
Pure grit. All right, who's next?
Leonie, you head up there.
Shall we?
And then I'm gonna have our dancer give you a second move.
Thanks.
Good grief, Hilda. I just realized how much health she had. And that's without any boosting. A rusted bow.
Strategy in motion.
I fought.
There you
and
go.
won.
It's as simple as that. Raphael shows up.
Professor and everyone else? If they're fighting, I gotta go help.
So is Lysithia.
It's you. Here, I thought you were dead all this time.
Marianne.
Could that be the professor's ghost?
Oh, come
Hey, you're
on.
late. Hurry up and help.
I'm gonna have you here. No point having that move yet. We'll have time.
You've been alive all this time? Where have you been hiding? Never mind. Talk later.
And we'll have Hilda.
Professor, boy, am I glad to see you. How did we end up in this situation?
Oddly enough, Hilda is one of those characters that's just like, I actually... as annoying as she can be, I actually do like her.
I'll tolerate no obstacle.
Well, I used Lauren's instead of...
I'm
You know
all
what,
right.
whatever. You don't actually have it. Alright, just wait there. You got your level up.
I found strength in adversity.
Battalion endurance increased. Alright.
But I'm with you.
Now, he's a war monk. He's got a ton of strength. This dude is like, if you look at him funny, when he attacks you, he'll just break your neck apparently.
Let's make this quick.
Alright, Lysithia, you are the one with the most range. Take care of that.
It's done.
Yeah, she's a Dromary. There's nothing I can do about that in particular, but I do want to unlock those.
Leave it to me.
Nosferatu. She's getting close to mastering that, which is good. No damage. This guy does no damage. Ouch. Wow, you missed on a 90. Although, that poison could be a problem. Alright. We're gonna do a gambit here. Should be fine. Okay. I've had things miss with higher chance of hitting, so not guaranteeing any of that. An antitoxin. Alright. Well, we can't really use that currently. This rapier is just getting the work in. Chest key. That's fine. I do have an assassin that's going to take care of a lot of that, so... all the chest opening.
That's enough!
Treasure chest opening, I should say.
Sorry, but it's you or me.
Oh, gosh.
I'll have to be clever.
There are a lot of enemies in this map. There are a ton of them. Venom Edge. Well, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. It does poison, which is a problem. And that just renewed the poison.
All is going to plan.
Alright. Byleth is now level 33. I think Claude is higher level.
For improvement.
I think it said he was 34. I might be incorrect.
It won't be in vain.
Alright, got Bullion. We're gonna put that up. Another bandit comes up to the plate to getting completely wrecked. Alright. I mean, if you want to spend most of your time in your turn losing all your units, you're more than welcome to do that. You just look dumb in the process. Oh, really? That's unfortunate.
We could split into two groups. If we hit them from the north and south, we can trap their leader in a pincer attack.
Alright. I'm gonna have Lawrence do a recover.
Thank you. Steady now.
I'm gonna say you can go here, and I'll have Hilda backtrack to give you a second move. Technically, I could just skip two. Yeah, I could skip two of those steps by just opening the chests with these in those areas, which I probably should just do. Yeah, let's do this. No?
Nice try.
Ow. That's a shame. Well, the one with Fraldarius didn't work, so we just decided to punch you in the face normally. With the Crest of Flames. So... get rid of that wall. Get rid of you.
You lost that one.
Rusted bow. Not that that matters for her. Really, Ralph? He's almost at an A rank, though. He's getting there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. We'll put up the Killer Axe for a moment to grab the chest key, and I'll just have him wait here. He's not doing so great on his health, so I'm gonna just try to make sure that he's fine. Well, how unfortunate for you.
It won't be in vain.
The one damage you were able to deal,
Let's shake things
well,
up.
you poisoned, but that's pretty much all you could do. Really? I mean, that's the most successful thing he could do without getting just completely owned, I guess. That's why I like that staff, because that kicks
I
it.
will not die yet.
Jeez. Otherwise, she would not be a good person to put out in front like that. We'll have you open the chest, get a silver lance. You open this chest, get an armor slayer. And then there's those two in the back. Alright. What would be the best
Appreciate that.
road we could take? I'm not 100% sure. Could do this, and then just start moving to the left.
Make a difference?
Send the rusted bow.
Professor, it's been too long. I do want to chat, but first let's handle these criminals.
Well, certainly. Alright. There we go.
Can't afford to lose.
Sorry you had to deal with that, Raph. That was a bit ridiculous.
Sorry.
But yeah, if you do not, like, level your characters, they're gonna be the level that they've been previously. It's not like they're gonna auto-level to a certain level. So, it could end up pretty badly. Nah, I'm not gonna discard that. Do need to keep that in mind. Where all that else. She's the only one that, yeah, she doesn't need to really move right now. Okay, where can Ignosma move? Right there? Okay. That'll be fun.
Is that really you, Professor? It's been so long. I thought I'd never see you again.
Much needed.
He can't heal a whole lot. It's a lot like Balthus, where Balthus couldn't heal worth anything. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't allowing me to heal him earlier. Let's go get Lauren moving. Because I do want to show them actually talking to the professor again before we end this. Otherwise, I would totally end the map already.
At the ready.
Let's have him move. Have Raph move. Lawrence can come over and heal him.
Huh, thanks.
The instant we arrived, we're neck deep in battle. We should have arrived late.
Oh.
Well
Why
done.
do you think that? That's just... Oh, Lysithia.
Professor? Is it really you?
Yeah, hers is a bit kind of short. She's like, wait, what? That's really you?
That helps.
You're not a ghost? No, it's really me. I know it's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's me.
Huh?
That was a bit of a weird transition. Alright, whatever. And last but not least.
We've much to discuss, but first, let us dispense with the riffraff. It is a noble's duty after all.
And we could do a drawback. But I think that'll be fine. There is that. Ooh. Oh yeah, totally take out this dude. Oh, it's a dudette. My bad.
Alright, who's next?
Take out the dudette. Oh, gosh. Legitimately, I've only heard that from, like, the old 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. I've never heard that phrase anywhere else, but it's always stuck with me.
Piece of cake. Let's try this.
Why? It's like, yeah, just slightly fly above them because, you know, they couldn't hit you even if they wanted to. Oh, gosh. Oh yeah, I probably... The cursed Aisha sword. Or Ashaya? I don't know exactly. And we got that one last chest, and then we'll be good.
Thank you.
Almost to a B. She's almost there. I think that this was going to be game over for you, Bandit.
I'm not dying here.
You got a door key. You don't really need a door key when with 2 flyers. I don't think that's necessary for them. Alright. You can't reach it. So I'm gonna have Lysithea warp you to it. Gosh. Why is she the only one that ever gets warped? I don't know. I guess because it's that good. I don't know. But yeah. This thing. And I guess really the only one that could truly make the most out of this weapon is Lauren's. Because you know Lysithea ain't going to be able to use this. No way. But the way we've built Lawrence, he's more of a magic user than he is a strength character, so that's not really going to be something that happens. You could build him to be more of like a cavalier, heavy,
Well done.
knight type. I could do that. Could also do one of... Could do a Thoron, because why not?
No, I'm not the one you want. I guess I've got no choice.
You're making me work.
She crit with a 7. Alright.
Could be useful.
I was wanting Lawrence to like give the ability to Raphael so
It
he
isn't
could take
looking
him
good for
out,
us.
but no.
Should we retreat?
You're on the wrong side to try to make any
So,
escape.
he revealed his true identity. Catch him and recover the treasure.
Alright.
This could turn the tides.
Yeah, because I don't... Yeah, Raph's not going to be able to make it.
Pull out all the stops.
I am going to do this, though.
You got yourself killed.
You should yield me a tidy profit.
Oh no, the 2 damage you dealt to me. Oh no. No speedering.
I thought it would be easy money. Maybe it wasn't meant to be.
Not with that ridiculous haircut.
You took care of that. Are you sufficiently warmed up, Teach?
Alright, we good. Oh, well, moved in one.
My thank you so much. I'm exhausted. What gives, Professor? I was so excited to see everyone again, and then this happens. I'm still tired from the long journey. How did it come to this?
Let's all take a moment to catch our breath.
If you've got the spare time to play with those guys, the least you could do is prepare some tea.
Let's just say thanks for your help.
We were hoping someone would come to back us up when we started routing the bandits. It seems they've been taking advantage of the church's absence and doing whatever they please here.
In any case, I'm glad that all of you are well.
That's the spirit, Marianne.
That was fun. In fact, I wouldn't mind romping around some more.
So, you were alive this whole time, Professor. I am not surprised. In fact, that is why I came here.
And it doesn't look like time has rusted your skills. That's a relief.
I'm just glad everyone's alive and well. On that note, let's move this reunion party somewhere else. Now that we've dealt with those violent bandits, we could potentially use this place as our base of operations again.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I'm talking about the Leicester Alliance taking over Garreg Mach Monastery. After all, it's right in the middle of Fodor. It's a critical strategic location.
Are you suggesting that we fight back against the Empire?
Aren't you getting a bit ahead of yourself? The Alliance is in complete discord at present.
And, as leader of the Imperial faction of the Alliance, isn't Count Gloucester, your father, the main cause of that discord?
Yes, that is true. It was inevitable. Our house's territory is close to Imperial land, after all. Had we not consented to vassalage under the Empire, they would have invaded immediately.
Naturally. And to be clear, I have no problem with your house maintaining its Imperial ties until we're sufficiently prepared to revolt. The Empire is the cause of the infighting. If we rid ourselves of them, the situation should resolve itself. That's why I'm thinking we should make this our base, raise up an army, and stir up some trouble for the Empire.
Now you're talking. Sounds like fun.
So then, Mr. Leaderman, does this mean you intend to rope us into your little scheme?
Leader man?
My grandfather passed away. That means yours truly is officially the leader of the Alliance.
If we had a more reliable leader, perhaps the Alliance would not have been divided.
Think what you will. All I need to know is if you're in or you're out.
I'm happy to lend a hand. I won't let those Imperial dogs set foot in Alliance territory. I couldn't bear it if my village got caught up in the chaos of war.
I'll fight too. I've got to protect my little sis.
I will join as well. After all, House Ordelia was once dragged into an Imperial revolt. It ruined us.
Of course. I understand your motivation.
I'll fight too. It's time to take responsibility for my own future.
I don't want to run anymore. I hope I'll be of use to everyone.
We can do anything if we work together, Marianne.
What about you, Lawrence? Are you going to go back home to your scary father or what?
We cannot rely on Claude's scheming to lead us to victory. Therefore, I will remain. It is my duty to ensure Claude does not worsen the situation in the Alliance.
All of us are fighting for a different reason, but we share a common enemy. If we don't act, the Empire will crush us eventually. I say we stop them before they have the chance. So, Teach, will you help as well?
I'd rather really
All
search
the more
for
reason
Rhea.
to join us. Admit it, you're not going to be able to do much on your own. With you on our side, the Church will join us as well. That makes fighting the Empire a moral cause, which means it'll be easier to rally support. Above all, your knowledge and strength are indispensable if we hope to stand a chance against the Imperial army. Without you, my schemes are nothing. Just words. Please, take all of that into consideration as you decide.
You're really laying it all on the table, aren't you, Claude? Well, all that aside, this place is a mess. We can't very well make our base in a ruin. And repairing it sounds like a lot of work. I wonder if anyone would be willing to help us out with that.
Cue in expositional transition to them showing
Can
up.
it be? You were alive all this time?
Professor! It is so good to see you again. My brother and I were worried about you.
Oh, thank the goddess. I couldn't bear the thought of letting Gerald down by not finding you.
Guess you lucked out. We've been looking everywhere for you, but I see Lady Rhea isn't with you.
Damn. Everyone was real worried about you, Professor. Cyril? Is that you? You've grown up, kid. Have you been looking for Rhea with the Knights? Of course. Without Lady Rhea, I don't belong anywhere. Cyril, that's not... Never mind. We'll figure it all out.
Oh my. The Golden Deer House is together again at last. And all grown up. Well, for the most part.
I do regret that we were never able to hold a proper graduation for all of you students.
How's the search going?
It has been 5 years since Lady Rhea disappeared. We have devoted all of our energies to finding her. However, without being able to set foot in Empire territory, we are at a standstill. We had hoped that perhaps the Archbishop would return here on this day. That of the long-awaited Millennium Festival.
Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case, though I don't suppose you had very high hopes in that regard. Even if she were able to return here, with the monastery in ruins, I don't think she would have felt safe enough to do so. Right, Hilda?
Yeah! This is an important location for the church. To think you've left it in such a state.
It's also a danger to the locals.
That's true. Perhaps we've left it alone for too long. We've got to make things right.
I can clean this place up like new. It's not fit for Lady Rhea like this.
And leaving this place in ruins affects the safety of this area, too.
Agreed. There is also a great deal of valuable literature here.
Then let's do it. If we all work together, we can restore the monastery to its original beauty.
We will require the aid of skilled craftsmen, too. I shall seek out any such individuals who are willing to return to Garrick Mach.
Fantastic!
I'm assuming you guys
I'll
can
figure
hear
out
the
how to split
creaking
up the
above.
work, and then we
Sorry.
can get started.
I'm seeing my audio thing go up as that is going. I might just have to silence my audio throughout that entire cutscene because it was creak, 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 creak. It's like, oh my goodness, I just want to record in peace. But anyway, yeah, that is chapter 13 for us. So not a long one. It's kind of like the first chapter, but anyway, thank you all for watching, and in the next one we will start part 2 official. Well, we started part 2, but we'll get into the meat of it in the next one. Later, guys.
What a blissful beauty.